The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Lopota Spa Resorts Commercial Director Kakheti says the hotel's occupancy during the off-season in Kakheti has dropped by 10%. She notes that winter is traditionally a weak period for the region, but this year the decline is mostly linked to reduced activity from local tourist groups and non-governmental organizations, which previously generated significant demands through trainings and seminars. Chotiashvili explains that many NGOs and international organizations either no longer operate at the same scale or have lost funding, leading to fewer corporate events in Kakheti. As a result, several hotels in the region are facing low occupancy, and some have even closed during the low season. Despite the challenges, Lopota Spa Resort is less affected because international tourists helps offset the decline in local demand. According to Chotiashvili, the resort finished 2025 with strong results, especially during the high season. In terms of international visitors, Israel has become the leading market for Lopota over the past 2 years, placing Gulf countries. Over 20% of bookings still come from Georgian guests, while the rest is split between visitors from Israel, the Gulf states, and CIS countries. Tbilisi's Central Director Levon Karalashvili says consumer spending decreased by about 10% in 2025. As he told BMDG, the decline was driven by uncertainty, which caused people to cut back primarily on non-essential purchases. According to Karalashvili, January and February are usually slow months, so no significant improvement is expected early this year. He notes while 2023 and 2024 were strong years for retail, especially following the post-pandemic rebound, 2025 saw a noticeable drop in categories such as household appliances, clothing, and other non-food items. Consumer behavior has changed. In an environment of uncertainty, people focus more on essential goods like food rather than electronics or clothing. They are more cautious and tend to save, he explained. He added that 2025 began particularly weak, with nearly a 25% decline in Q1, though the situation improved somewhat toward the end of the year. Preliminary bookings at Gonadze Vineyards hotel in Natia have reached around 10% for the current year. Co-founders with Gonadze told BMDG Gonadze Vineyards has been operating in tourist for 3 years. The shuttle complex, which includes a winery, also features a hotel accommodating up to 30 guests. Alongside accommodation, we offer vineyard tours, wine tours, and guests can also enjoy our swimming pool, Gonadze said. According to him, room rates during the high season start at 300 lari with breakfast, and prices vary by season. During peak months, the hotel is almost fully booked. This year, we already have pre-bookings, but their share stands at roughly 10%. The busiest months are June and July and August, he noted. The tourist flows is diverse, with guests arriving from USA, Australia, Ukraine, Russia, and other countries. The project was implemented through a mix of private investment, state support programs, and bank finances. Gonadze Vineyards, established 30 years ago, owns 50 hectares of vineyards in Natia and produces 9 types of wine. The estate includes a chateau and hotel offering full hospitality services. Holding group Imposti marked a milestone in 2025, designing over 1 million square meters of engineering projects while maintaining its construction operations. Over its 70-year history, the company has steadily delivered high-quality construction work with multiple ongoing projects at any time. Managing partner Levon Akhuladiani emphasized that the company stayed focused on consumption, adding engineering capabilities to provide a full project cycle from foundations to final handover. This approach, he noted, has helped them maintain trust and reputation in a competitive and evolving market. Founder David Chandladze explained that bringing engineering in-house solved challenges with outsourced companies, ensuring more control over critical elements and improving efficiency. The company now employs a dedicated team of engineers, technicians, and workers to manage all aspects of the project execution. Looking ahead, the company plans to complete its new office at Freedom Square next year and continue expanding its operations. Akhuladian stressed that innovation and adaptation to market trends remain key to their long-term growth and sustainability. Chotiashvili family winery in Kakheti, already active on international markets, plans to strengthen its existing position rather than expand to new countries. Co-founder Chotiashvili told BMWG that in 2026 the company will focus especially on US market, where awareness of Georgian wine remains low. Founded in the village of Telavi, Saniori in the 2002, the winery officially became LLC Satnaheli in 2013. Its main direction is traditional quarry winemaking, while also reviving rare Georgian grape varieties. The winery now cultivates over 40 varieties, 60 of which are in commercial production, and produces around 50,000 bottles annually. Chotiashvili says growth has been faster than expected, mostly funded from their own vineyards and resources, with only one small bank loan used and later repaid. The business employs 12 people year-round, expanding during harvest. He emphasized they don't plan to significantly boost production in order to maintain quality. If we grow too much, it will be difficult to keep the same standards. About half of the vineyard's output is sold locally and half exported mainly to EU countries and US. The local price range from 24 lari to 90 lari, while some wines cost over 60 USD abroad. Despite global declines in wine consumption, demand for their products remains stable and international prices continue to rise.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.